You're not lost, babe. You're just living someone else's life, someone else's expectations, someone else's version of success. And deep down, your soul is screaming, this isn't it. You're not here to shrink to fit into a box you were never built for. You're here to remember the code you came in with, the one written into your birth date, the one that reveals who you are, what you came here to do, and why none of this ever made sense until now. This isn't guesswork. It's soul science. And once you hear your life path decoded, it's like your whole life finally clicks into place. So if you're tired of trying to figure it all out, if you're craving clarity, permission, and a deep cellular level remembering of who the hell you really are, then stay with me, because your soul's blueprint is calling and it's time to answer. Hey, beautiful soul, welcome back to the channel. But if you're new here, welcome for the first time. I'm Cherry, your spiritual life coach, numerologist, and soul guide on this wild, magical journey we call life. This space is for the ones who've always felt like they were here for something more, for the ones who've been through the breakdowns, the burnouts, the people-pleasing cycles, the WTF is wrong with me moments, and who are finally ready to remember that there's nothing wrong with who you are. At all. You're not broken. You're coded. And today we're unlocking that code. Before we go any deeper, if this resonates with you, if you're feeling that inner yes in your soul, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a transmission. This channel isn't just content. It's a frequency, a sacred remembering, a space where you're called out and called home in the same breath. So if you're ready to rise, to heal, to reclaim your truth one video at a time, like this video, because the algorithm loves it and it pushes it out to more people who could be interested in this work. And drop a comment below and let me know what landed for you. Let's co-create this new earth together, one soul activation at a time. Welcome to the Remembrance. In this episode, we're diving deep into the life path number, one of the most powerful frequencies in your entire numerological chart. You'll learn what numerology really is and why it's way more than a TikTok trend, how to calculate your life path number step by step, what your life path number actually says about you, your soul's mission, your patterns, your potential, and yes, even your shadow. And why knowing this one number can be the energetic reset you didn't even know you needed. You're going to feel so seen by the end of this video. Like, oh, that's why I keep attracting that same type of person. That's why I feel pulled to certain work. That's why I felt like I didn't fit into the box others wanted to put me in. Because spoiler alert, you were never meant to fit into a box. You are meant to unlock your sacred blueprint and rise from the inside out. By the end of this video, you're going to understand what your life path number actually means. Not just the cute stuff, but the real raw soul lessons you came here to learn. Learn how to use numbers to make aligned decisions in business, love, money, and self-worth, and feel seen, empowered, and spiritually reconnected in a way that nothing else quite does. So grab a journal, light a candle, pour a cuppa, and let's decode your destiny. So what is numerology? Let's start at the beginning. Not your beginning, we'll get there, but the origin of something ancient, powerful and encoded in the very fabric of the universe. Numerology is the forgotten language of the soul. Now listen, numerology isn't just woo-woo spiritual fluff or something you pull out for fun at a party. It's an ancient metaphysical science. And when I say ancient, I mean before Google, before clocks, before calendars, before even words were written down. We're talking Pythagoras, the Greek philosopher, who believed the universe was built on mathematical harmony and whose teachings still echo in every numerology chart today. The Chaldeans, mystics of Babylon, who mapped fate and destiny using number vibrations thousands of years ago. And yes, even the high priestesses of Lemuria, who worked with numbers not just as tools of measurement, but as codes of consciousness. See, our ancestors knew something that we're just starting to remember again. Numbers aren't just symbols. They're frequencies. Every number from 1 to 9, and the master number's 11, carries a unique energetic blueprint. They're like soul notes in a cosmic symphony. They hold lessons, gifts, shadows, and soul missions. And when you learn how to tune into them, you start hearing the music. You start hearing the music of your own life. So what does numerology actually do? Numerology decodes the deeper meaning of your birthday, revealing your life path, karmic cycles, and core spiritual curriculum. Timing cycles, helping you flow with divine timing instead of constantly swimming upstream. In short, it's like getting handed your soul's blueprint, Have you ever felt like you were here for something more, but didn't quite know what? Like you kept repeating the same patterns in love, work, or self-worth, and couldn't figure out why? Numerology actually answers that. It shows you the energetic map you chose before you were even born, not as a punishment, but not as a test, but as an opportunity to evolve, remember, and embody your highest expression. The life path number, your soul's master code. While every number in your chart matters, there's one that acts like the headline of your soul's contract, and that's your life path number. It's a number derived from your full date of birth. It's the dance you do through life, and it tells you what your primary mission is in this lifetime, the challenges and shadows you face over and over again, not because the universe hates you, but because your soul chose those to grow through, the archetype you're here to embody, the role you're here to play on Earth stage, the gifts that flow when you're in alignment, and the red flags when you're not. It's the difference between living by default and living by design. I've seen women cry during readings when they hear their life path decoded for the first time. It's not because it's new information, it's because it's something they've always known deep down, but finally feel seen in. Like, oh, that's why I never fit in that mold. Or, of course, I'm drawn to healing and teaching, creating, building. It's literally written in my soul code. Your blueprint isn't a box, it's a key. So let's get one thing clear. Your life path number isn't here to put you in a box or limit your potential. It's a key to unlocking your soul's essence. It gives you a sacred foundation, a rooted energetic structure to build your life from. But what do you do with that? But what do you do with that blueprint? That's your free will. That's where the magic lives. And trust me, when you align with this number, it's not just your career that changes. Relationships shift, boundaries get clearer, self-worth rises, your intuition strengthens, and suddenly life starts to make sense again. So why does this matter for you right now? Let me ask you something. Are you exhausted from trying to figure out who you are by trial or error? Are you burnt out from chasing what you think you're supposed to do? Are you done feeling like your life is off track? Even though you've been doing everything right, then you, my love, are ready for your numbers. Because what if you're not lost at all? What if you're just remembering? Up next, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to calculate your life path number. You'll need your full birth date and maybe a notebook and pen if you're a journal junkie like me. So let's decode your destiny one number at a time. So how do you actually calculate your life path number? Hope you've got your pen and paper, because let's do this together. Your life path number is calculated using your full birth date. Example, the 4th of August 1987 is 04/08/1987. You reduce each component into a single digit. So for day, 04 equals 4. 08 for the month equals 8. And 1987 added together comes to 25. 25 equals 7. The next step is to add all of these numbers together. 4 plus 8 plus 7 equals 19. Then you add 9 and 1 together, which makes 10. Then you add the 1 and the 0 together, which makes 1. So that makes you a life path 1 number. If your number is 11, don't reduce it. That's a master number and carries powerful spiritual missions. So what is the meaning of the life path number? Let's go deeper here. Here are the soul missions of each life path number. So listen for yours and take notes for your family and friends too. Life path 1, the leader. You're here to initiate, to go first, to blaze trails. Challenges are loneliness, fear of failure, and your gifts are innovation and independence, courage. Your mantra, I lead with confidence and trust. Life path 2, the peacemaker. You're here to create harmony, to feel deeply, to heal relationships. Your challenges, people pleasing, self-doubt. Your gifts, empathy, diplomacy, sensitivity. And your mantra, I honor my feelings and hold sacred space. Life path 3, the communicator. You're here to express, to inspire, to turn pain into poetry. Your challenges, scattered focus, self-criticism. Gifts, creativity, charisma, joy. Your mantra, I speak my truth with radiant joy. Life path 4, the builder. You're here to ground the dream, to create stability, to build empires from the ground up. Your challenges, rigidity, being a workaholic. Your gifts, discipline, practicality, reliability. Your mantra, I build with integrity and love. Life path 5, the freedom seeker. You're here to break chains, to taste life, to embody liberation. Your challenges, avoidance, commitment issues. Your gifts, adaptability, sensuality, boldness. Your mantra, I move with freedom and purpose. Life path 6, the nurturer. You're here to serve through love, to hold sacred responsibility. Your challenges, martyrdom, perfectionism. Your gifts, healing, harmony, service. Your mantra, I give from overflow, not obligation. Life path 7, the mystic. You're here to seek truth, to deep dive, to channel wisdom. Your challenges, isolation, skepticism. Your gifts, intuition, research, spiritual insights. Your mantra, I trust the unseen and honor the mystery. Life path 8, the powerhouse. You're here to master wealth and power with integrity. Your challenges, control issues, work obsession. Your gifts, leadership, manifestation, and resilience. Your mantra, I lead with heart-centered power. Life path 9, the humanitarian. You're here to complete cycles, to serve the collective, to forgive. Challenges, overgiving, grief, burnout. Your gifts, compassion, endings, wisdom. Your mantra, I release with grace and serve with love. Life path 11, the illuminator, the master number. You're here to awaken others, to shine, to hold the torch of truth. Your challenges, anxiety, self-sabotage. Your gifts, vision, inspiration, spiritual leadership. Your mantra, I am a divine vessel of light. So how do we do the embodiment and healing of your shadows? All right, babe, so you've calculated your life path number, you've received the soul mission, the gifts, the archetype, energy coded in your chart. But now we get raw, because the life path number doesn't just point to your highest potential. It also reveals your deepest wound, not to punish you, but to wake you the hell up. Your life path number is like a mirror. It reflects both your divine assignment and your karmic loops. You came here to break. And if you're not aware of the shadows that came with you, with your number, you're unconsciously living them. If your life path 2, maybe stay too long in abusive relationships because they confuse peace with people pleasing. A life path 5 might escape the emotion through addiction, chaos, or running from commitment. A life path 8 can either over-control everything out of fear or give all their power away and resent it later. This isn't spiritual shade. This is spiritual truth. So why your shadow isn't your enemy? Let me say this loud and clear. The shadow isn't who you are. It's who you became when you forgot. You didn't choose your wounds, but you do get to choose what you do with them now. And this is where embodiment comes in, because knowing your life path number intellectually is cute. Posting about it on Instagrams is cute, but embodying it, living it, healing the parts of you that sabotages it, that's the sacred work. That's where the frequency shift happens. So what are the common shadows that you find in the life path number? Life path 1, perfectionism, isolation, refusal to ask for help, feels like they must do everything alone to prove their worth. A life path 2, codependency, emotional enmeshment, people pleasing, don't speak up in fear of disrupting harmony. A life path 3, self-doubt, masked with humor, creative depression, feels misunderstood and silences their voice. Life path 4, control issues, rigid thinking, martyrdom, feels responsible for holding everything together and burns out. Life path 4, escapism, fear of routine, impulse control issues, deep inner restlessness that never settle. Life path 6, overgiving, savior complex, resentment, feels responsible for everything else, everyone else's healing. A life path 7, isolation, distrust of others, intellectualizing emotions, struggles to open their heart and let others in. Life path 8, power struggles, money trauma, control of passivity, can slip between over-dominating and complete disempowerment. Life path 9, martyrdom, avoidance, spiritual bypassing, takes on others' pains and avoids their own. The master number 11, chronic burnout, heightened sensitivity, feeling too much, often overwhelmed by their own potential and afraid of misusing it. Do you see now why we must stop glorifying the light and start holding space for the full spectrum? You are not broken. You are not a failure. You're just waking up to where your soul needs integration. Embodiment equals living your code, not escaping it. So let's be real. Reading about your life path online won't change your life. Doing the embodiment work will. And what does that look like? It's when the 2 learns to speak up, even if the voice shakes. It's when the 5 stops numbering and learning to sit with discomfort. It's when the 8 forgives their past around money and lets themselves receive. Embodiment is the sacred rebellion against your old story. It's saying, I am no longer available to be a slave to my shadow. I will be the channel for my soul. So here's some embodiment practices and soul reclamation rituals. Right now, I invite you to pause this video, or better yet, do this with me right now. Sit comfortably, place both hands over your your heart. Close your eyes. Feel your breath move through your body and say this out loud from your belly. I forgive the wounded version of me who forgot who I was. I reclaim the truth of my soul. I am not my pain. I am my potential. I choose to walk my path with grace, with fire, with trust. Now take a deep breath. Feel your body receiving it. Maybe you're crying, maybe you're numb, maybe you're even rolling your eyes. That's all valid. This is how we begin, not by bypassing the pain, but by naming it, not by fighting the shadow, but by alchemizing it. This is where most people give up. They get excited about the magic. They love the parts, the petty parts. But when the shadow rears its head, when the healing starts to feel too hard, too messy, too raw, they run, they distract, they go back to scrolling, consuming, comparing, but you're still here. You didn't click away, you're facing this. And that tells me something sacred. You're not here to stay wounded. You're here to break cycles. You're here to walk your soul's path, not survive your trauma loops. This is where the real work begins. Your life path isn't just a personality label. It's a spiritual assignment. And if you're willing to do the work, to walk through the shadows and into the light, embodiment becomes inevitable. Not overnight, not perfectly, but powerfully. And you don't have to do it alone. Next up, we're moving to how to work with your life path number energetically using rituals, affirmations, visualizations, and aligned action. Because now that you've named the shadow, you're ready to activate the light. So how to work with your numbers. Here's where it gets juicy. Your life path number to make aligned decisions in career, relationships, business models, spiritual practices. For example, a life path 7, don't try to build a personal brand like a 3. Life path 1, you're dieting a 9 to 5 under somebody else. A life path 6, your power is in your presence, not your hustle. When you stop resisting your nature, everything flows. When you stop resisting your nature, everything flows. Now that you know your numbers, it's time to go deeper. Book your free Numerology Roadmap Breakthrough session with me. We'll go beyond your life path and into your full chart, your soul number, your karmic lessons, your destiny, your gifts, which are your superpowers, the shadow work. This is where the magic happens. There's a link in the description below. There's also a link in the description below for my free numerology chart, so you can calculate your own numbers before we go on to that call. Let me know in the comments which landed deepest for you today, because you're not here to guess who you are. You're here to remember with light, love, and truth. Until next time.